At L&M Fine Jewelry, we hand select our diamonds to give you the very best prices possible. Monty knows a great deal when he finds one. Find your great deal at L&M Fine Jewelry.
Your diamond destination.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I am back with another MVFC breakdown to finish the regular season. North Dakota State and South Dakota. This was a very anticipated matchup. A lot of people had this game circled on their schedule, on their calendar. This was probably the game of the week in the FCS, probably one of the top games in the FCS all season. It came down to the wire. It was an amazing game. Back and forth, North Dakota State, the blue blood, one of the staples in the FCS, and then South Dakota. An up-and-comer. They've been good the last few years. They've returned a ton of players last year, and they faced off against the number one. It says number one here for North Dakota State. They were number one prior to this. They faced off against the number one North Dakota State Bison. It was an amazing game. It came down to the wire. I did not watch this game live, but I saw the finish, and I have my thoughts. I want to give you guys my thoughts about that last play. I know exactly what happened on that last play. I know exactly what coverage North Dakota State was running, and I know exactly why the player was wide open. We will get into that later on in the video. If you want to go watch that, zoom forward to the end of the video, but we have a whole breakdown ahead of us, and we're going to be talking about it. The playoff bracket has been released. I'll be giving my thoughts about that in my Tuesday video, so please go check that out. But today, we're talking about North Dakota State and South Dakota State, or South Dakota. Excuse me, my Yost fans. Aiden Bauman was 18 of 30, 272 yards, 2 touchdowns. The run game, they only rushed for 120 yards, and he threw for 272. They spread the wealth around. Javion Phelps being their leading receiver, 3 receptions, 79 yards, and a touchdown. Carter Bell, their bell cow receiver. In previous years, I don't know if that's the case this year. I think Javion Phelps has really came alive this year. Not really. Carter Bell, he's really the guy. He was their guy last year, an all-conference receiver in that MVFC. He had 4 receptions, 60 yards. And then the receiving game for North Dakota State. 3 receptions, 48 yards for Rajad Nelson. He was their leading receiver. Cam Miller threw for 174 yards, 10 completions on 22 attempts, so under 50% completion percentage. That is not great for Cam Miller, and that's not what we usually see from him. And then in the run game, he was their leading rusher, 19 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown. And then Shamar Brown, the freshman, 19 carries, 54 yards, 2 touchdowns. So we'll be getting into all of that. We're going to be breaking down all the top plays from this game. Make sure you guys hit the like. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe. FCS playoffs are upon us, and it is going to be an amazing FCS playoff. It's going to be an amazing FCS playoffs. I cannot wait. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below of what you thought about this game, and we will get straight into it. Okay, North Dakota State started off with the ball. Cam Miller's going to drop back and not see anybody immediately open up for him. He's going to get out of the pocket, and McKees Grace, the sophomore this year, he was a freshman last year. I believe he was a freshman All-American, Field Steel freshman All-American last year. He's going to get to him. You see him coming on the rush here from that in position, getting off the ball really strongly, coming in. Cam Miller's going to try to scramble, and he's not going to be able to get out of the pocket. McKees Grace is going to come in for the sack. Keith Grace, really good player. Keep an eye out for him. He plays high level football on that South Dakota defense. They got some dogs on that South Dakota team. South Dakota's going to get the ball back, 2nd and 1 for South Dakota. They're going to hand it off to Tice, who's going to get contacted in the backfield, but make that guy miss and get close to the line to gain. He seems like he was right at that yard marker for where he needed to get to, and they gave it to him. 1st and 10 for South Dakota. Jet sweep, play fake on the jet sweep. They get it off to Tice, who is running a seam out of the backfield, right over the hand of that Mike linebacker is where the ball is going to get into Tice's hands, and he gets down past midfield, down around the 47-yard line. Really good play to start the game for South Dakota. Here you go, 10.5, 10:40 to go in the first quarter. 1st and 10, Tice running behind his shoulder pads, making guys miss. Something that you don't see from a lot of those top tier South Dakota State, North Dakota State, South Dakota. Some of those better MVFC teams is missed tackles, and you're going to get a missed tackle here from the safety of North Dakota State. Really good offensive line play up here. Really good blocking up here on the what looks to be an outside zone play. Really good blocks, getting up to that second level, getting on those backers, opening up the hole for Tice. Really good job there. Missed tackle right there. Good blocks from the receiver, and he's going to be down just past the line to gain. Really good run there. Really good start to the game for South Dakota. 3rd and 17 now. Must have been a penalty in there that dropped them back. Drop back pass for Bauman. He's going to get the ball off to his receiver, Carter Bell. What looks to be either a deep corner or an out route. So can't really see might not even be an out route. Might be like a comeback because I think Carter Bell is the outside receiver here. No, he's not. He's in the slot. Probably a deep out from Carter Bell on a deep 3rd and 17, and he's going to get the reception and get the first down. Really, really good job there from South Dakota. Great conversion. I mean, these are the type of plays that you have to make when you play a North Dakota State team. You can't get behind in the chains because, you're playing against you're hurting yourself. You can't hurt yourself against a North Dakota State team. You got to play clean ball, and you see it right there. When the rubber met the road, they're able to make a play and make something happen. Here you go. They're going to get the ball off to their running back. No. Is that a running back? Yeah. Keandre Jones-Logan. They get the ball off to Keandre Jones-Logan. I broke down a South Dakota game earlier on in the season when they played South Dakota State. I did not see Keandre Jones-Logan. I don't know if he's a younger guy, if he was injured. Somebody in the comment section can let me know where he was at, but he's a sophomore. He's a guy who's got a lot of juice. They put him in motion. They put him in motion a lot, but they're going to get the screen off to him. Good blocks up front from his, looks like his guard and center, getting out, lead blocking for him, and he's going to make that first tackler miss. He's got a good block right here from the center who ends up getting upfield, turns upfield, finds work on that safety, and he's down right around the 1 yard line. Seems like he tried to reach for the pylon, but they ruled him down at the 1 yard line. They called it a touchdown, but they went fast. So they're going to try to go fast, and they're going to get a legal formation. So he tries to get set, and he backs up right there, and it's a legal formation. I don't think they got in the end zone anyway, but they're going to be dropped back 5 yards following that play. Once again, USD hurting themselves. You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot when you're playing against a really good North Dakota State squad. And right there you see they weren't able to play clean. They're going to run, looks to be a pin and pull action here. Tice running downhill. Really good blocks once again from the South Dakota offensive line. I mean, look at the push they get up front here. Look at these guys. Look at the push these guys are going to get. You got your guard is going to pull around on that pin and pull action. This tackle is going to block down. The center is going to get upfield. And the tight end also is going to block down. So they're blocking down on the pin and pull action. They're trying to move everything this way. And then you really want to get that puller to kick out. And you want your running back to run right inside of it. It might not even be pin and pull. It might be more so counter action. Either way, they're trying to get inside of those blocks, and they get good blocks, and he gets in the end zone. Really good job from that South Dakota. Really, really good job. Really, really good job. Great play. Great way. I mean, and you see the guard here getting a good block as well on that end man, on that backer, blocking him down. Might even be a corner. Blocking him down, and then the kick out block from the fullback. He gets just enough of that guy to open up the lane for Tice. Maybe a missed tackle in here, a little out leverage from that linebacker, and they get into the end zone. Really, really good job there. South Dakota takes a 7-0 lead 5 minutes ago in the first quarter. North Dakota State's got the ball back, and they're faced with a 3rd and 3. They're going to keep it with Cam Miller on the 3rd and 3. Backer coming downhill and filling the hole, making the tackle. So it's a split zone keeper. So instead of blocking the end man, they're blocking a lot of times when they run plays like this, when they run a split zone, they'll leave this end man unblocked and take the tackle upfield to get that backer, and then this tight end will kick out that end man on the line of scrimmage. Instead, they're blocking him. They're choosing to block him, and they're going to arc around their tight end to lead block for Cam Miller. They got good leverage out here from the corner who goes down to close the run window for Cam Miller, and then the linebacker fills the gap perfectly. Perfect execution from that South Dakota defense on a 3rd and short. Really good job. Got to be able to get off the field on 3rd and short if you want to beat a North Dakota State team, and they did that. They punted it away. South Dakota's got the ball back, and they're faced with a 3rd and 10. Drop back pass, and almost an interception for Aiden Bauman. Looks like they're in a cloud coverage. Looks like not even. They're going to run a corner blitz out here. The safety's going to shift out and cover the underneath responsibility down here, but they also have a safety over top as well. He's going to get the ball in his hands, trying to get those feet down, but pass is going to be incomplete. Tough play right there for South Dakota. They're going to punt it back to North Dakota State, and they got 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. 3rd and 10 for North Dakota State. Drop back pass for Cam Miller. Dropping back, throwing it over the top, and almost an interception for South Dakota. Not something you see a lot from Cam Miller, but with some of these better defenses, they're bringing the blitz late too. Look at this safety here, gonna blitz late, safety or nickel. Not so sure which defender it is. It's picked up. Cam Miller's got a clean pocket here, but they try to get it over the top, and the defensive back for South Dakota was almost able to come down with the interception. Almost able to come down with it. South Dakota's got the ball back now. 2nd and 7. Aiden Bauman's dropping back. Pretty clean pocket here. He's going to get the underneath ball to, I think, Carter Bell, who's going to get upfield and get a good first down for South Dakota. So they're running the under here. Tight end. Looks like he's going to run an in route. Yep, so they're running like a drive concept right here. Underneath and under with the outside receiver, and then an in route at about 10 to 12 yards with the tight end. Creating a high-low on that backer. The tight end really was kind of late to the party on the in route. The ball was already out on the under. The defense of North Dakota State really seems like they're getting out of there, getting a lot of depth. That leaves the under wide open. They should be able to rally and make the tackle, but Carter Bell makes a guy miss and gets upfield to get the first down. Really good job for Carter Bell. Really good conversion there. 1st and 10, under a minute to go in the first quarter. They're going to hand off the outside run play to, Keandre Jones-Logan. We'll call it Jones-Logan. He's getting upfield. Really good run here. Really, really good run here. Stretching that defense horizontally, blocking down. Looks like they're trying to maybe run quarterback power. Like if the quarterback keeps it, they have power blocks inside here. Seems like he can really hand it or keep it. Oh, and is this a Wildcat quarterback here as well? I think it's a Wildcat quarterback. I don't think that's Bauman right there. Either way, Jones-Logan is going to keep it, get outside. Good block from his lead blocker being the other running back, Tice. And they got good blocks on the outside from these receivers. Switching responsibilities. One's going to take the safety, it seems like, and then one is going to take the really good sift, how the way they work those blocks out. One takes this guy, one takes the backer coming out too. That creates kind of a wall. Jones-Logan makes that safety miss, who took maybe a kind of not conventional, not the greatest angle, and gets upfield. Good hustle from the backer, who runs him out of bounds, but good play right there to get deep down into NDSU territory. End of the first quarter, start of the second quarter. 1st and 10 for South Dakota. They're going to run an inside zone here. And Tice is getting downhill, running behind the shoulder pads, running over people. Really good play right there. Looks like that is the safety in there coming in to make that play. He is unable to bring Tice down. Really good blocks once again from this really good South Dakota offensive line. Moving people. And they're down now inside the 25-yard line. Getting closer to that red zone of North Dakota State. Now they're inside the red zone of North Dakota State on the 14-yard line. 3rd and 1 for South Dakota. They're going to keep it with Tice out of the Wildcat look. And once again, good blocks. Seems like a zone with a lead blocker from your, I think that's their fullback, number 24. Good blocks. Good block upfield from the center. Center getting up to that second level. Getting on that backer. Safety really got to make this play. He doesn't. And Tice runs into the end zone. Great job. Great job there. Great job there from Tice. Here you go. You get to see the replay. Getting downhill, making guys miss. Good blocks. I mean, this is what you want to see from the offensive line. Good block. Got a pancake block here from your tight end. Put him on the ground. 27's got to be the one to make that play. He's unable to, and it's a touchdown. Really good job. Really, really good job from South Dakota. They get the field goal. They get the PAT, making it a 14-0 ball game. South Dakota. Gonna get a return. This, honestly, I was thinking about this play when I was watching this. I was thinking about why this return ended up being so successful, and because like it bounced off the guy's hands and ended up going up to the up back, or the off returner. Off returner ended up being the guy to return it. He's gonna get the ball and just go straight into that lane. One reason why I think this might have been so successful is because he got the ball earlier than what the returner probably would have had it, or I mean ahead of where the returner would have had it. I don't think the lanes were as disciplined as they could be. And a lot of times when you see somebody drop the ball, sometimes defenders on a kickoff formation can get out of position off of that. And I think that might have been what we saw here. They see the ball squirt out, they get out of position, and then it ends up being a really, really good return for North Dakota State. They get down past the 40-yard line. Here you go, drop back pass for Cam Miller. I don't know if this was a design quarterback draw. Kind of seems like it actually, well, I don't know. A lot of times when they run these design draws, you got stick routes on. It looks like they got a stick concept on. And that's usually what you run when you run a quarterback keeper. Also, given that, I don't think they were going to throw it because his lineman is already, if he would have thrown this ball, this would have been a legal man downfield because he's already 3-4 yards downfield. Cam Miller's going to keep it and get past midfield on the play right there. 3rd and 9, 11 minutes to go in the second quarter for North Dakota State. They're going to get the ball off to Lance, who is going to be tackled before he is able to get to first down yardage. So 3rd and 9, first down should be around the 36-yard line, and he's not even going to get close. Tough play, really good defense from this South Dakota team. South Dakota probably has one of the better defenses in the country. I think a couple of weeks ago when I looked, they were averaging around like 11 points per game on their defense. So they play really, really strong defense. They returned a lot of bodies on that defense. McKees Grace being one of them. And you see the result. They're able to play really good defense, stay in games. Here you go. 1st and 10 for South Dakota from their 10-yard line. From their own 10-yard line, they're going to run a naked boot here. And they got the receiver, Jack Martins, out into the flats on the under. Not even in the flats, but on the under, about 4 yards downfield. And Bauman gets the ball to him. He knifes the ball upfield immediately. That's what you want to do. Catch the ball, turn over your shadow, and get upfield. Get the first down. You want to really try to get 2 first downs when you're backed up like that, and they got the first one out of the way. Really good job from South Dakota State, or South Dakota offense. You go 3rd and 7 for South Dakota. Drop back pass. They're bringing the blitz. North Dakota State is bringing the blitz. They're blitzing 6. They're in one high man, blitzing everybody else. It's picked up. They got 6 in protection. They block 6. This is how you want it to look. Good pocket for Bauman. He's able to get the ball off. This is great execution from this South Dakota offense. Blitz, ID'd correctly. Everybody gets their guy. The running back picks up his man, and Bauman's able to stand in there and step into that throw. Really good job there. They get the out route to, I think that's Martins again on that catch, but really good job right there. Really, really good job from that's Bell. Carter Bell there on the completion. You see he's going to run the out here. They get the more fade from their outside receiver. He's clearing it out and opening up the window for Carter Bell to get the first down. Really, really good job there. Great execution. That's what you want to see. 3rd and 19. Once again, this South Dakota team is faced with a lot of 3rd and longs. Penalties seeming to be a problem in this game for them. And they're making life difficult for them. They're just going to run it. Looks like a inside zone run, not gambling for too much, and they're not going to get too much. They're just going to play for the punt, and they punt it away back to North Dakota State. It's going to be a short punt. It's going to bounce, and the guy's going to recover it around the 33, 34-yard line. North Dakota State's now got the ball, 3rd and 8. About 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the second quarter. Drop back pass for Cam Miller. Clean pocket. South Dakota is only rushing 3, playing a ton of coverage on the back end, being that it's 3rd and long, keeping everything in front of them. Cam Miller can't find anybody. He's going to try to scramble for it, and he is going to get it. Really, really good job there from Cam Miller. Tough break for South Dakota. Playing good coverage downfield. You don't have a spy on Cam Miller, and it's going to end up hurting you right here. Defensive line is trying to hustle, but he over pursues. And then another missed tackle right here from the defensive back, or maybe a backer right here. Missed tackle right here, and Cam Miller is able to get the first down. Good job. Really good job. Here you go. You got a 1st and 10, second quarter. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Drop back pass for Cam Miller. Once again, a clean pocket. They're only rushing 4. South Dakota's only rushing 4. It's protected well, and he's getting the ball off to his receiver, Rajah Nelson. Looks like he might have come down with it. I don't know if they reviewed that or not, but looks like they gave him the reception. Now they're down inside the 25-yard line of South Dakota. Once again, South Dakota is only going to rush 4 here, playing coverage on the back end of things. Looks like they're in a cover 2, maybe. Looks like cover 2, getting the ball out, and they get a wide open receiver on the outside. That wide open receiver being Braylon Henderson. Not so sure how he got lost. Seems like he got lost on the corner route. So you run a cover 2, you run a cup corner here. You got the half-field safety here. You got a half-field safety here, a flat defender down here, and another. Well, not even. It seems like a flat defender, but he's backing off. And it's 3rd and 15. I didn't even say the down and distance. So they were late with the down and distance. 3rd and 15 for North Dakota State. They're playing coverage on the back end of things. South Dakota is You see how these guys are getting out of here, leaving everything underneath, keep everything in front of you. If anything, they're going to get 3 here, and a receiver leaks out on this corner route down here. Not so sure how this safety lost him. It seems like that's his only responsibility. They get the corner down there, and it ends up being a touchdown for North Dakota State. Tough play for South Dakota, just a busting coverage right there. Got to know your responsibility, and, you got lost. You get to see it again. Once again on that corner route, he's wide open. Nobody gets to him, and the safety missed him. Missed him right there. Touchdown for North Dakota State. Makes it a 14-7 ball game. Now you got a 3rd and 5 with under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. South Dakota's around the 35-yard line. Get the ball out to your receiver, Carter Bell, and it's going to be incomplete. They're just going to try to run a quick out here in man coverage, and the ball seems like it was a little far out. Seems like Bauman was trying to get the ball off. Didn't have a ton of pressure in his face, but just going to be incomplete. Maybe if he waited to count more, but it was good coverage right there from the defense of North Dakota State. 2nd and 10, a minute and a half to go in the second quarter. This gives Cam Miller and North Dakota State's offense a great chance to put points up on the board. They got 2 timeouts with a long field to drive. You go right here, going to get the ball off to Rajon Nelson on what seems to be a curl route. Seems like he put a move on at the top here to get this linebacker switched up. Is that a linebacker? Either linebacker or defensive back here of South Dakota. He's playing a zone, so he doesn't have 100% eyes on the route. But Rajon Nelson is going to get into that window and come back for the catch. Good ball from Cam Miller. Good catch from Rajon Nelson. 2nd and 10, a minute 12 to go in the first half. Corner blitz from South Dakota. Cam Miller doesn't have eyes on it. He gets the ball off before the blitz gets there, and it's a completed pass to Bryce Lance. Really, really good job there. Really good ball from Cam Miller. Really good completion. Wait for him to stand in there. Despite the pressure that he didn't really see, they're only rushing 4. So in theory, this should be picked up. You see the tackle try to pick it up late. He probably saved Cam Miller from a bigger hit than he would have taken. But they get Bryce Lance on the seam, down deep inside South Dakota's territory. Really good job. 3rd and 1 for North Dakota State. 44 seconds to go in the half. And pre-snap motion, they're going to get the quarterback keeper with Cam Miller, and he's going to get down inside the 10-yard line. Really good job from Cam Miller. Quarterback keeper, Shamar Brown, I think that is, lead blocking for him. No, that's number 28. Gosh, I think I know his name. I can't remember what 28's name is. Somebody in the comments, I'm sure, will remind me. But good run from Cam Miller, running back being the lead blocker, and he gets down around the 7-yard line. I don't know what that is. I think that might be unsportsmanlike. Oh, yeah. Yep. Unsportsmanlike conduct right there. Unsportsmanlike conduct right there. It's only half the distance since they were already down on the 7, so they get around the 3.5-yard line. They're going to try to hit a pass in the back of the end zone, get it to Bryce Lance. They originally ruled it incomplete. I'm not so sure if they're going to stick with that call. I think they might have overturned this. I can't remember. We'll see here in a second. But, I mean, what a ball from Cam Miller. They're running the backline in route to Bryce Lance. You really love for him to save a little bit more space on this backline in route. These are hard routes to get open on because a lot of times the defensive back is just going to play inside leverage underneath. He's just going to, wall you out. And then he's already got underneath you, so he can just push you out of bounds, if anything. And he's trying to do that. Looks like Bryce Lance was able to get a foot down, but they ruled it incomplete. Here you go, 2nd and goal, 30 seconds to go in the second quarter, and they get the ball off to their running back. This is now Shamar Brown, and he was able to get in there. They ruled it a touchdown. They showed the replay, and he was barely in there. The ball is barely going to break the plane. He's still up, and the ball broke like right there. I think he might have reached it, but ball broke the plane, ended up being a touchdown for North Dakota State. They're going to tie the game up right before half. South Dakota's not going to gamble with anything. They're going to take the knee and take the halftime tie into the locker room. Not a bad half of ball for South Dakota. Not a bad half of ball for North Dakota State. Good for them to be able to tie it up at half, and the teams are going to take it into the locker room. To start the second half, South Dakota receives to start the second half. And, man, I don't know why he first caught this. You could have maybe got 5 to 10 more yards if you would have caught this. Maybe bow back this way and try to get to the 35, 40-yard line. I mean, you could have got better field position, but I know a lot of times with the special teams coaches telling guys who can and can't return the ball, and if you get this sky kick right here, you are not returning it. Is probably what they were saying, but I would have loved to see a return there. You got a 3rd and 2 for South Dakota. 13 and a half minutes to go in the third quarter. They get it off to their running back. Looks like a late hit right there. I think it was called. I'm trying to see who this running back is here. I think that might be Charles Pierre. Maybe not Charles Pierre, but it's a late hit, and the ref is going to throw the flag. That is the rightful call. Not so sure who the running back was there, but tough play for North Dakota State. Good job for South Dakota to start the drive off that way. Here you go. I'm going to get the trickery here just to get the screen back to Logan Jones. On the back end of things, he started the playoff. He's going to pitch it to Carter Bell, who's going to pitch it back to Bauman, who gets it back to Logan Jones. Once again, making that first guy miss. This guy's got juice, and he's getting upfield. After all of that, they still only end up getting like 6 or 7 yards, but it looked good. It looked good. Now they're in their Wildcat formation. They got Tyson in the backfield getting downhill. I believe it was a 3rd and short, 3rd and 3. He's getting downhill and getting the first down on 3rd and 3. Really, really good job. It helps when you can start. It's got to start up front, and with a lot of these MVFC teams, it starts up front with their D-line, their offensive line. They make things happen. 3rd and 7 for South Dakota. Drop back pass for Bauman. He's just going to dirt it. The screen that they were trying to get to Charles Pierre Jr. was covered, and they're just going to take their 3 points. Not a bad first drive to start the half. You're getting points. Would have loved to get a touchdown, especially against a North Dakota State team that can put up points, but not bad. You're staying ahead. You're staying ahead, and you're being successful offensively. You go 3rd and 7, 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Drop back pass for Cam Miller. He gets hit right before the ball gets out of his hands. It's going to be completed. The camera's not going to get it, and they're not going to replay it. But I believe they completed it to, I can't remember who they completed it to. I think this was to Chris Harris, number 19. Really long reception to Chris Harris. Great play right there. He goes 2nd and 2 for North Dakota State and their offense. Drop back pass for Cam Miller. Going through his progressions, nobody's going to be there. Cam Miller's going to scramble and get upfield, get down inside South Dakota territory. 2nd and 2, so easy first down for him to scramble and get, and he gets down inside the red zone of South Dakota, down around the 16-yard line. 3rd and 3 for North Dakota State now. Pre-snap motion for Bryce Lance, quarterback keeper to Cam Miller, who's going to get down and get the first down. That's all they needed. He needed to get to the 6-yard line. He gets right at the 6-yard line, and it seems like they're going to give him the line to gain. Really good run there from Cam Miller. You go 1st and goal. Went back too far. 1st and goal for North Dakota State. They're going to hand it off to their running back, Pinu, and he's going to be down around the 2-yard line. Cameraman seems like he was lost. The ball's right here, but Pinu's down around the 2-yard line. Next play, 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper for Cam Miller. Blocked up really well. He's going to get in the end zone pretty easily. Looks like an outside zone run with the quarterback, lead blocker being your running back. He gets a good block, and Cam Miller goes into the end zone for his, I think this is his 2nd touchdown. No, it's the first touchdown. First touchdown. He only had 1 touchdown. What am I talking about? Yeah, he only had 1 rushing touchdown. My mistake. First touchdown, first and only touchdown run for Cam Miller. They get the PAT, making it a 21-17 ball game. 2nd and 5 on their next drive for South Dakota. 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. They get the ball off to, I think that's Logan Jones, who's getting downhill in a hurry. 2nd and 5. They need to get to the 27-yard line to get the first down, and he gets right around that 27-yard line for the first down. 1st and 10 for South Dakota. 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 3 minutes and some change to go in the 1st quarter. Drop back pass for Bauman. He's going to get the check down to his running back, Tice. Didn't have any pass protection responsibilities. I wish they kept the down and distance up the whole down. But it's 1st and 10. Tice makes a guy miss and is going to get more yards after the catch. Really good job making that guy miss and getting upfield down around the 45-yard line. Really good job, Tice. Really good job for Tice right there. 2nd and 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the half. 1st and 10. They're going to get the reverse to Carter Bell. Lead blocker being the fullback. A lot of space to run, but nobody picks up number 11. A lot of times with these plays, it's like, I guess people run upfield because they think they won't be. I feel like you think sometimes the runner is closer behind you than he is. So you bypass somebody thinking that the runner's like right on my hip. So if I bypass him, we're both past him. But no, 11 needs to be blocked. Nobody's going to block him. And it's still a really good play. They get first down. They get a first down on it. But maybe could have got a little more had he been blocked. Good job for Carter Bell right there. Carter Bell had 1 rush for 10 yards. That was his 1 rush for 10 yards right there. Drop back pass for Aiden Bauman. They're going to blitz this corner down here, corner blitz here, and he's going to get there, and it's almost going to be an interception. Great play from the receiver of South Dakota to break that up. Really good job right there. Really good job. Almost came up with the interception for the North Dakota State linebacker. South Dakota's then going to punt it away, and great play. Great special teams play here. Bat it back in and down it at the 1 yard line. This is amazing special teams play. A lot of people don't know this. This is not like the NFL. In the NFL, once it hits the end zone, it's dead. In college, this is a plane. So if it crosses over that plane, it is dead. So that's the distinction with the NFL in college. Coach Houck used to harp on that a ton. This is a plane. It's not when it hits the end zone, it's down. So that's why he has to stay. He has to make sure the ball doesn't get past the plane of the end zone, and they down it right on the 1 yard line. Really good special teams play right there. Great heads up play from this special teams player. Great job. Here you go. Start of the fourth quarter. 15 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. You got a 2nd and 6 for North Dakota State. They're going to hand it off to the running back, Brown, who's going to get upfield, and seems like he got enough for the first down. Gets enough for the first down. Really good job right there. I don't know what penalty they called here. It might be a face mask. Seems like, yep, face mask right there. Tough play. So that's going to add on 15 after the end of the play. You get a 3rd and 1 for North Dakota State. They're going to keep it with Cam Miller. And he seems to have enough. He was close. It was very close. I think they gave it to him. They did not give it to him. 4th and 1. 13 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Once again, seems like they're going to go with a quarterback keeper, and he's going to get the first down this time. Good job. Running back, he just ran on the running back's back, pushed him forward. If he hadn't, made the running back fall, he potentially could have made this a bigger play. They get up to the second level. I mean, you got the corner out here who's making life hard on them, who really is the one that kind of tripped them up. But, Cam Miller seems like he was just sold on falling forward. Had he made number 4 miss and potentially busted out, that could have been a huge play for North Dakota State, potentially. 3rd and 6 for North Dakota State. Trying to run the quick out to the receiver. Looks like they got a corner down here in the flat, so that is covered. He's going to get back to the right side. Cam Miller's not finding anybody. Ton of time in the pocket, though. I mean, seems like a pretty strong pocket. South Dakota's only rushing 3, 3rd and 6. They're playing coverage on the back end of things. And Cam Miller's going to scramble out of the pocket and get upfield close to first down yardage. Looks like he was down right around that first down. The line to gain looks like it's at the 50. Looks like he was down right close to it. And it looks like it's going to bring up a 4th and 1. I would agree with that. 4th and inches more than a 4th and 1. It's at the 50. They're like inches short. Quarterback keeper to Cam Miller. And he's going to get the first down. Really, really good job there. Down around the 35-yard line. Blocked up really well. Outside zone with the quarterback. Good block from the tight end on the outside. You get your running back lead blocking for you. He gets a good, decent block right there. He puts hands on him, and they get down around the 45-yard line. Really good play there from North Dakota State. On 4th and short, 3rd and 5 coming up for North Dakota State. Drop back pass. Cam Miller's going to throw it, get it to his receiver, Rajah Nelson. So let's see the concept we got here. Got a whip route, seems like. Got a return route, seems like, from Rajah Nelson. You got a slant from Bryce Lance coming in here. Seems like it was kind of there, but I don't think Cam Miller liked it because you got this cornerback converging on him. Then you're going to get the corner route from your number 3 receiver in here. He's going to get the corner route. Looks like they're playing a zone coverage. Either way, he's going to get it to Rajah Nelson. Kind of threw it a little outside. Great catch from Rajah Nelson for the first down. Really good job right there. On 3rd and 5, got to be good on money downs to keep things going, and they were right there. Seems like he's making a check over here with his receivers on the outside. 2nd and 9 coming up. Cam Miller's going to drop back. Get the quick out from your receiver down here. Cam Miller's going to scramble out of the pocket, not finding anybody open, and he's going to get it to the back of the end zone, and a lot of bodies down there. Incomplete pass. Seems like the South Dakota defender maybe had a chance to make the interception, but nobody's going to come down with it. 3rd and 9, 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Drop back pass for Cam Miller once again. He's not finding anybody open, and he's going to get out of the pocket and get down without a gain of anything. On 3rd down, Good defense for South Dakota to bend but not break. They forced the field goal for North Dakota State. North Dakota State's going to kick the field goal and take a 7-point lead with about 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Looks like we got a penalty. Don't know what they called. I'm going to put it up down there. They might have called roughing the kicker. I don't know what they called. Oh, they might have called I don't know. Oh, he put his... Oh, yeah. That's a penalty right there. You got to protect those long snappers, and he got his hand on the back. Try to use him to jump over. I think that might be only a 5-yard penalty. So, that might be why they didn't... Oh, they did. So, wait a minute. What happened here? So, they kicked the field goal. It was already a 24-7 lead. I think North Dakota State ended up getting the ball back. I think that's what we're seeing now. Because it says they still have a 7-point lead, which is what they took before that field goal right here. Either way, North Dakota State's got the ball back, and they are in the red zone territory of South Dakota. Here you go. I think it was a first down. 1st and 6 for North Dakota State. They're in I formation, and they get it out to their fullback. And Shamar Brown is very close to getting in the end zone, but that South Dakota defense is going to stand tall and keep them down on the 1-yard line. Here you go. You got a 2nd and goal for North Dakota State. Outside zone run to the running back, Shamar Brown, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. Really good job right there. So, yeah, they were wrong here. I was about to say, because there's no way they had 24. So they took the field goal away. And they kept the drive alive, and here you're seeing the product of that. I was wondering, what is going on here? Why am I so confused? So they ended up scoring the touchdown. Instead of, they took the PAT away. The PAT, the penalty on the field goal was an automatic first down. And yeah, the points and stuff were messed up at the bottom. My fault. But they're going to kick the PAT and make it a 28-17 ball game. They have an 11-point lead with 4 minutes to go in the game. Mind you, man, 11-point lead for North Dakota State. 10 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, you would think North Dakota State is going to win this game. It was a close game, hard-fought battle for South Dakota, but once again, they're going to fall to the cross-state, I don't know if you call them rival, but the team across the border. And that was not the case. South Dakota is not going to give up on this game, and they are going to put together a comeback here. So here you go. Get the ball off. Trying to get the ball off to your receiver on 3rd and 10. Inside receiver here. I believe that might be Javion Phelps. Hard to see the number with sometimes when these teams wear these black jerseys. Incomplete right there. That was intended for Karan Adams, actually. Karan Adams. They're going to go for it on 4th and 10. This is probably the game right here. 4th and 10. In your own territory on the 30-yard line. North Dakota State has an 11-point lead. If you don't get this, it's going to be hard. You're going to be hard-pressed to be able to win this game because North Dakota State is going to, at the very least, be able to run some time off the clock. The throw of the game and the catch of the game for Javion Phelps. He's going to get the fade out of what looks to be cover 2. If it wasn't cover 2, it might not have been cover 2. It might have just been one high, but this you see this safety kind of leaning this way. It's kind of hard to see. They're definitely bringing pressure. They got 6 on the line of scrimmage, and they're going to blitz everybody, and they're going to drop out one of their D tackles. But 6 on the line of scrimmage pre-snap, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, this is your one high safety. He's leaning this way, probably because you have a running back on this side as well. So this is the passing strength of the formation. He's going to lean over Javion Phelps and Carter Bell, probably the 2 best receivers on this team. I mean, they got some good receivers, but Carter Bell is the top guy, probably why he was leaning over there. But the safety is there. He just doesn't get eyes on the ball. He's got eyes on the receiver, and it's a great ball from Bauman. Great catch from Phelps, and that is going to save their season. Not even save their season. They were still going to be a playoff team, but that's going to save their hopes for winning this game. Really good ball from Bauman. Really good catch from Phelps to save the game. I mean, what a ball. What a catch right there. Dot from Aiden Bauman. Under pressure as well. Did he have pressure? No, he didn't have a ton of pressure. Clean pocket for Bauman, but completion to Phelps. Really good job right there. Now you got a 2nd and 10. 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Play action pass for Bauman, who's going to get it off to his receiver for the touchdown. Really good job there to Martins. That was Jack Martins on the 40-yard touchdown reception. Really good job there. Really good job there. Watch him in the seam. Outside, back in. Stemming him outside at the beginning of the route and getting back inside on the seam. You would love for that safety to be over the top of that. That is why that safety is there, is to be over the top of that. It really seems like they're running, kind of seems like a two-man here. Really seems like a two-man, but these guys are having success getting inside. But you got the two high safeties. That's why I think it's a two-man. You got a high safety. You got a high safety here. Two high safeties with man coverage underneath. They just get beat. This is just not good coverage. This inside defender, that's not good coverage from, I think that's their nickel defender. And then the safety just completely gets beat. You should have that covered. That should be covered. This should be covered all the way. This should not be a completion. This should not be a touchdown. He's got pressure in his face. Good pass under pressure for Bauman. Stands in there, delivers a ball to Martins. Great ball right in the breadbasket, and he gets into the end zone. Great job. Great job. I mean, you want to score like that in a game like this. You know, you got 3 minutes to go. You want to score fast. They still have 3 timeouts, so they can stop the clock on the next drive, but you want to give your offense a chance to potentially get the ball back with plenty of time on the clock. Great job there from South Dakota. Great job. Great freaking job right here. Completion, touchdown, get into the end zone. Amazing play. Amazing ball from Bauman under pressure, standing in there and delivering the ball. Great job. Great job. Here you go. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion, and it is just going to be very, very unsuccessful. Played well by North Dakota State. They're going to try to run the screen, flip past the lateral to, I think that's Charles Pierre Jr. And it's just played well by North Dakota State. Incomplete. That's going to keep it. They were trying to make it a 3-point game. Instead, they're going to keep it a 5-point game. And even here, you thinking, man, now they got to score to win the game. They can't tie it with 3 and potentially take it into overtime. That spells trouble potentially sometimes when you get in positions like that. But they're going to get help from North Dakota State, man. They're going to get help from North Dakota State. The ball, it's an amazing kick from, so it seems like, no, they're kicking from the 35. So I don't know why they were playing, okay. So North Dakota State here is playing for the onside kick. Instead of getting in their conventional kickoff coverage, they're playing for the onside kick, and it's going to bite them in the butt here. They're playing onside. That means their returner was further upfield than he usually would have been. The ball lands around the 2-3 yard line. It doesn't roll into the end zone, so he's going to scoop it up. It's rolling like right around the goal line. He's going to scoop it up and get out around the 2 yard line. But that is a devastating play given the time of in the game and the circumstances. This is devastating. This is devastating right here. This is the last thing you wanted to happen right here, especially when they have 3 timeouts. They get you backed up. You guys punt it away and potentially give them amazing field position. North Dakota State was able to play it all the way down to the 2-minute timeout. Now they're faced with a 3rd and 3. Cam Miller is gonna keep it right here on the fake quarterback keeper, getting downhill, and he's gonna get the first down there. He's going to get the first down. 3rd and 13 now. Must have been a penalty in here, or maybe they got a sack. Not so sure what happened for them to be in a 3rd and 13. But what does South Dakota didn't do? They're going to play coverage. So you get them in a 3rd and long, keep everything in front of you, play coverage. Looks like they're running a quarters, but they're only rushing 3. So it looks like a quarters, but they got more guys in coverage than you would think. Usually in a conventional quarter, so it might be three double cloud with just these guys staying deep because they know nothing's underneath. So everybody's just keeping everything in front of you. Don't let anybody get behind you. Cam Miller's gonna run on it, and they're gonna converge on it immediately to get him down. And South Dakota is gonna use that last timeout to stop the clock at 1:22, and they're gonna get the ball back after a North Dakota State punt. This is where it gets very interesting. They're going to catch the punt around the 42 yard line. And South Dakota, I'm so sorry, Yotes fans. I'm so sorry. South Dakota's got 1:16 to go. And are they going to come away with the victory? Or are they going to come up short? We will find out. But we all already know what happened. 1st and 10, drop back pass for Bauman. He's going to get it off to his running back. Is that Pierre? Is that number 4? I think that's number 4. Karan. Yeah, that's Karan. His receiver. 2nd and 1 now. Gets the ball out to his running back. I think that's Charles Pierre, who's going to get the first down and get out of bounds. Really good start to this drive. They still got 50 seconds to go in North Dakota State territory now. Mind you, though, they need a touchdown. It's a 28-3, 23 ball game. They weren't successful on the 2-point conversion, so now they're chasing the. Now they're they have to get a touchdown in order to take the lead. 51 seconds to go. Drop back for Bauman, and he gets the ball off to his receiver, who makes another amazing catch. Javion Phelps on the fade route on the outside. Once again, that safety's on time this time. Good ball from Bauman. Phelps makes the catch, and he gets the 1 foot down. Amazing play right here. Amazing play right here. So it looks like they're running a cloud coverage. Can't see the top of the coverage, but definitely you see this guy shift over on that half field right here. You see him shift over to that half field safety look. So you're going to get a window on a throw like this. Seems like they're running a stick concept. So out right here, or maybe two inside out routes, quick out routes with a fade route. Most times you're really looking for the outs here, but he saw a window in the hole and he made the throw. Bauman made some big time throws in this game to save this game. I think you could put a lot of the victory in this game on some of the throws and the arm of Aiden Bauman and the catch of Javion Phelps. But I mean, they made some plays late in this game that were phenomenal. Phenomenal plays here. You're going to get the replay here on this catch. He threw it in that hole shot. That safety is on time, like I mentioned. Catch. Good wherewithal to get that foot down. I mean, with your season, the season's not on the line. I hate saying that, but with all the chips on all the cards on the table, you know, the MVFC title on the line, you know, everything that's on the line. I think it worked out how I mentioned earlier on in the season, though. There's no outright champion in the MVFC. They end up sharing the title 3 ways. South Dakota State gets a share of it, North Dakota State gets a share of it, and South Dakota gets a share of it. All of them finishing at 7-1. Amazing play here from Javion Phelps to save their title hopes and save their top seed hopes. They wanted to get a high seed. Unfortunately for them, South Dakota wasn't a higher seed than North Dakota State, even though they beat them. That's another discussion for another day. They played one less game than a lot of teams this season, because the one against Portland State got canceled. But great ball, great catch, great play here from Javion Phelps. I mean, this is amazing. To not only make the catch, take the hit, but then to know I need to get my foot down. This is high-level football play, man. I mean, you're on the sidelines. The title's on the line. Everything's on the line. I mean, amazing. 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 Here you go, 47 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Mind you, they still do not have a timeout, so they've done a great job of managing the clock, managing every part of this game. They've done a great job of it. They get the ball off to the receiver, Carter Bell, who's down inbounds now. No timeouts. Looks like they're running a quick out down here at about around 10 yards, 10 to 12 yards on that out route, flood out. He's gonna tight turn it because he sees that corner outside of him, so he's gonna tight turn it and sit it down. Really good job here. Really, really good job there. First down's going to stop the clock, but now they got 18 seconds to go. Should be a second down because they probably spiked it. Did they spike it? We can't see the down and distance. Either way, I can't even see the stick on the sidelines. But either way, you get Aiden Bauman here. So this is the play of the game. This is what's going to end the game. This is this touchdown that's going to win the game. North Dakota State is going to get into a cover 3 here. Oh, so they must have got a penalty because they're backed up way back here. So it's second down. They're backed up way back. Seems like it's a 2nd and 19 almost. Looks like a 2nd and 19 because it's on the 25-yard line. But 2nd and long, North Dakota State is going to run a cover 3 here. So watch it. You see the safety, cover 3, 3 over top, 4 underneath. You get a curl flat defender, you get a curl flat, or he's going to go into a hook. This guy's going to be a curl flat defender. You're going to get 2 hooks. The safety is going to drop inside and play a hook inside, another hook inside. He's your curl flat defender. He's your curl flat defender. This corner is in a third. This safety is going to be your middle third. This corner out here is going to be your third. South Dakota is going to run 3 verts on this side of the field. 3 verts right here. So if you watch it work out, they're going to run the 3 verts. They're tight end on that cross hash vertical right here, trying to get across the hash, influence that high safety. But really it ends up being like a influence in that linebacker because they're playing so far back. It's 2nd and 20, 2nd and forever. You're going to get that inside seam from the number 2 receiver. Now this is where the corner really messed up. So a lot of times with cover 3, when you get 3 verts, that inside seam really ends up being the throw, because once you get past that second level defender, the corner has to midline it because you have this number 3 seam who's going to influence that one high safety. He cannot get off of that number 3 seam because then you'll throw the number 3 vertical to the number 3 receiver. So 1 and 2, the corner really has to try to midline it, so play both of them at the same time. The corner is going to gamble thinking that Bauman is going to throw the number 2 vertical, and he ends up throwing the outside vert. He bites on the number 2 vertical. He literally converges on it, thinking that the ball's coming out and it's going to that guy. I mean, if you really look at how it's looking, it looks like he was kind of open. It looks like he's got a window to throw the ball. He's inside of the linebacker. The ball, he gets the ball out there. I really think the linebacker probably would have undercut it if he would have put the ball on him. And then he just leaves the outside receiver wide open. I don't know why he didn't wait until the ball was out. I mean, if you wait until the ball's out, it might be a little too late. So I understand the position that this corner is in. He's in a tough position. He's playing 2 receivers in a zone coverage, and he chooses wrong. Outside receiver gets the ball wide open. A lot of people probably think it's a busted coverage. It's not a busted coverage. He's really doing his job, but he chose wrong, and it's a touchdown. I'm sure some cornerbacks or some defensive players can explain more why he potentially chose wrong. But, you know, that is what coverage they're running. They're running a cover 3. They got 4 underneath. You see this guy's going to drop into that inside hook right there. Curl flat, curl flat. You want to get this number 2 seam past that curl flat, and then that's really where they zip the ball right there on those seams in cover 3. And the corner chooses that inside seam thinking the ball's going to go there, and it goes to Javion Phelps for the ends up being the game-winning touchdown. Javion Phelps finished this game. His fourth quarter was phenomenal. What a game. What a finish. It's not so much finished yet, though. But here you go. You're going to get to see the throw. Good pocket from that South Dakota offensive line. Aiden Bauman stands in there, gets the ball out to his receiver, and it's a touchdown. Amazing. Just amazing. I mean, tough play from that corner. I know a lot of people are going to be on that corner's head. He thought he was doing the right thing. He thought he was doing his job, going to that number 2 seam that seemed open. It wasn't open, and they get it out to their number 1 receiver. Not number one in the Javion Phelps. They get it out to Javion Phelps. 12 seconds to go. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. They must have had a false start or something here because they're back pretty far on this. Looks like they're back 5 to 10 yards, or maybe like 5 yards back from where they would have got it. They're not going to get it. Trying to make it a 3-point game just in case. There's only 12 seconds to go. You know, North Dakota State has 2 timeouts, but they're going to have to drive a ton of field to be able to get a field goal, but it's not impossible. So them going for the 2-point conversion is not necessarily bad football. First and 7. Clock is ticking. Cam Miller's going to stay back there, get the ball off to his receiver, but it's incomplete. Dirted it. Now you got 6 seconds to go, and, you know, not much that you can do now. Now they're just going to get the ball off to the receiver, Bryce Lance. He's going to pitch it back to his guy, pitch it back to Cam Miller, who's going to then throw it across field to another one of his receivers, Rajah Nelson, who's then going to throw it back. Rajah Nelson was all over the place. He catch one of these earlier? Did he catch something? Wait, where was Rajah Nelson at? Has he touched the ball on this yet? Oh, yeah, he touched it right there. Damn, he was all over the place. So you get Bryce Lance, who's going to get it. He's going to pitch it back to Rajah Nelson, who's then going to pitch it back to Cam Miller, who then throws it back to Rajah Nelson, who then throws it back to Bryce Lance. Only 3 guys touched the ball this whole time. And it's going to be game, set, match for South Dakota. South Dakota gets the miraculous win in what probably is the FCS regular season game of the year up to this point in the season. I mean, what an amazing game. What an amazing finish for Javion Phelps, Aiden Bauman, the whole South Dakota Yotes team. What a devastating way to finish the season for North Dakota State. They are still the number 2 seed. You guys can hear my thoughts about all of that on my Tuesday video, but I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments of what you thought about this game. It was an amazing game to watch. I didn't watch it live, but it was an amazing game to see. Good job for South Dakota. I got a really close friend who is an alum of South Dakota, and he was very happy to see them get that victory. But leave your comments. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys let me know what you guys think. Tap into all the FCS playoff breakdowns that I'm going to be doing this playoffs. It's going to be an amazing. The Big Sky got 5 playoff teams in this year, the most out of FCS. The MVFC and CAA got 4 teams in, and then the Big South OVC got 3, and then, you know, all the other conferences got, you know, one or 2 teams. But let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments, and, you know, I will catch you guys next week. See you later.